The journey of manifestation often feels like a dance between desire and detachment, a delicate balance between wanting something deeply and allowing it to unfold without attachment. It's a paradox that many find challenging to navigate, yet it holds the key to accelerating the process of bringing our desires into reality. To manifest our deepest desires, we must first understand the power of detachment. Detachment is not about relinquishing your dreams or aspirations, rather. It's about releasing the grip of intense craving and allowing the natural flow of the universe to work its magic. When we hold on to our desires with a tight grip, we inadvertently create resistance, which slows down the manifestation process. By detaching from the outcome, we create space for our desires to manifest more swiftly and effortlessly. So, imagine for a moment that your desire is like a seed. When you plant a seed, you don't constantly dig it up to see if it's growing. Instead, you trust in the process, water it occasionally, and allow nature to take its course. In the same way, when you set an intention or desire, you must trust that it will come to fruition in its own time. The more you obsess over the outcome, the more you disturb the natural process, causing delays and frustrations. Detachment is an act of faith. It's about believing that what you desire is already on its way to you, even if you can't see immediate evidence of its arrival. This faith in the unseen is crucial because it shifts your focus from lack to abundance. When you are detached, you are in a state of trust, and trust aligns your energy with the flow of abundance, making your manifestation process smoother and faster. To cultivate detachment, start by examining your thoughts and feelings around your desires. Are you constantly thinking about how to make it happen? Are you anxious about the timing or the process? These are signs of attachment. Detachment involves acknowledging these feelings, but not allowing them to dominate your state of being. It's about shifting your focus from the lack of what you desire to the abundance of what you already have. In practice, detachment can be achieved through various techniques. One effective method is to practice mindfulness and meditation. By quieting your mind and connecting with your inner self, you create a space where your desires can naturally unfold without interference. Meditation helps you center yourself and release any anxieties or fears about the outcome. Another powerful technique is visualization. Imagine your desire as already fulfilled and immerse yourself in the feeling of having achieved it. This act of mental rehearsal helps you align with the vibration of your desire, making it easier for it to manifest. The key here is to enjoy the visualization without obsessing over the how or the when. Just savor the feeling of having achieved your goal and trust that the universe will handle the details. Affirmations are also a helpful tool in cultivating detachment. Use affirmations to reinforce your belief in the abundance that is already on its way. Statements like, "I am open to receiving all that I desire," or "I trust the process and know that everything is unfolding perfectly," help shift your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance and trust. It's also important to recognize and address any underlying fears or doubts that may be contributing to your attachment. Often these fears are rooted in past experiences or limiting beliefs. By identifying and addressing these fears, you can release their hold on you and create a more open and receptive mindset. This process involves self-reflection and often requires a conscious effort to change your thought patterns. Detachment is not about being passive or indifferent, rather. It's about being actively engaged in the process without becoming overly attached to the outcome. It's a state of relaxed anticipation where you are aware of your desires but not obsessively focused on them. This approach allows you to maintain a positive and open mindset, which is essential for successful manifestation. In your daily life, practice detachment by focusing on the present moment and enjoying the journey rather than fixating on the end result. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, and trust that your desires are being taken care of in the background. By living fully in the present, you create a more balanced and harmonious state of being, which naturally attracts your desires. Remember, the process of manifestation is not always linear, and there may be times when you feel uncertain or impatient. During these moments, remind yourself of the power of detachment and the importance of maintaining trust in the process. Stay committed to your practices of mindfulness, visualization, and affirmation, and continue to cultivate a mindset of abundance and faith. The more you practice detachment, the more you will notice how your desires begin to manifest with greater speed and ease. This is because detachment removes the resistance that often slows down the process. By releasing the need to control the outcome and trusting in the natural flow of the universe, you align yourself with the forces that bring your desires into reality. In essence, detachment is about allowing yourself to be in a state of flow, where you are open and receptive to the abundance that the universe has to offer. It's about letting go of the need to force or control and instead embracing a sense of trust and faith in the process. The more you embody this state of detachment, the faster and more effortlessly your manifestations will come to fruition. As you continue on your journey of manifestation, remember that detachment is a powerful tool that can significantly enhance your ability to bring your desires into reality. By embracing detachment, you allow yourself to be in harmony with the natural flow of abundance, creating a space where your desires can manifest with grace and ease. Trust in the process, stay connected to your inner self, and allow the magic of detachment to work wonders in your life. The power of detachment lies in its ability to create a profound shift in how we interact with our desires and the manifestation process. When we talk about detachment in the context of achieving our goals, we are referring to the art of holding our aspirations with an open hand rather than a clenched fist. It involves letting go of the need to control every aspect of how and when our desires will materialize, and instead trusting that the universe, or whatever higher force you believe in, will handle the details. Detachment is not about abandoning your dreams or resigning yourself to passivity. Rather, it is about adopting a mindset of relaxed anticipation. When you are detached, you are able to focus on the present moment without being bogged down by anxieties or worries about the future. This state of being allows you to remain open to receiving and acting upon opportunities that align with your desires without being hindered by fear or doubt. One of the key aspects of detachment is understanding that intense attachment often stems from a place of lack or desperation. When you are overly attached to a specific outcome, it usually reflects an underlying fear or belief that you won't achieve your desired goal. This fear creates resistance, which can block or delay your manifestation process. By practicing detachment, you acknowledge and release these fears, allowing you to align more harmoniously with the natural flow of life. Detachment involves cultivating trust in the process and in yourself. It is about believing that your desires are on their way to you, even if you cannot see immediate evidence of their arrival. This trust transforms your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, you shift your attention to what you are grateful for and the positive aspects of your life. This shift in focus helps to raise your vibration, making you more attractive to the things you wish to manifest. Practicing detachment can also involve setting clear intentions and then releasing them into the universe. Once you have defined what you want, trust that it is being worked on behind the scenes. This means you should avoid obsessing over how it will happen or when it will happen. Instead, you focus on living your life in alignment with your values and goals, while being open to the ways in which your desires may come to fruition. Another important element of detachment is embracing the journey rather than fixating solely on the end result. When you become attached to a specific outcome, you may miss out on valuable experiences and opportunities along the way. By remaining detached, you allow yourself to fully engage with the process and enjoy the growth and learning that occurs as you work towards your goals. Trusting the natural process is intricately connected to the practice of detachment. It involves having faith that everything is unfolding in its own time, and that the universe has a plan for you, even if you cannot see it at the moment. Trusting the natural process means surrendering control and allowing things to happen as they are meant to, without forcing or manipulating outcomes. This trust is rooted in the understanding that life has its own rhythm and timing. Just as the seasons change and the sun rises and sets according to a natural order, so too do our desires and goals unfold according to a larger cosmic plan. Trusting this process means recognizing that there are factors beyond our control, and that sometimes the best course of action is to let go and allow things to develop naturally. Trusting the natural process also involves recognizing that setbacks and delays are not necessarily signs of failure, but rather part of the journey. Every obstacle or challenge is an opportunity for growth and learning. By maintaining trust, you remain resilient in the face of difficulties and are better equipped to handle any twists and turns that come your way. To cultivate trust in the natural process, it is helpful to practice patience and mindfulness. Patience allows you to accept that things may not happen on your preferred timeline, but that they are still progressing according to their own schedule. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present moment, reducing anxiety and fear about the future. Both of these practices support a mindset that is open to receiving and embracing whatever comes your way. Another way to reinforce your trust in the natural process is by reflecting on past experiences where things eventually worked out, even if the journey was not as expected. When you acknowledge and appreciate how past challenges led to positive outcomes, you build confidence in the process and strengthen your ability to trust in future manifestations. Ultimately, trusting the natural process means letting go of the need to control or micromanage every aspect of your life. It involves surrendering to the flow of events and accepting that not everything will happen according to your plan. By doing so, you align yourself with the greater force that is guiding and supporting you, allowing your desires to manifest with greater ease and grace. The combination of practicing detachment and trusting the natural process creates a powerful synergy that enhances your ability to manifest your desires. Detachment removes the resistance that blocks your manifestations, while trust ensures that you remain aligned with the flow of the universe. Together, these practices foster a state of openness and receptivity that accelerates the realization of your goals. In essence, detachment and trust are not separate concepts, but rather two sides of the same coin. By embodying both, you create a harmonious balance that facilitates the smooth and effective manifestation of your desires. Embrace the power of detachment and trust the natural process, and you will find that your journey towards your goals becomes more effortless and fulfilling. Mindfulness and meditation techniques are fundamental tools for enhancing our ability to manifest our desires and live a more balanced and fulfilling life. These practices help us cultivate a deeper connection with our inner selves, allowing us to navigate the complexities of our thoughts and emotions with greater clarity and ease. By incorporating mindfulness and meditation into our daily routines, we can significantly improve our mental and emotional well-being, paving the way for more effective manifestation. Mindfulness, at its core, is the practice of paying deliberate attention to the present moment without judgment. It involves observing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations with an open and accepting attitude. By focusing on the present, we break free from the cycle of rumination and worry about the past or future. This present-centered awareness helps us become more attuned to our desires and intentions, making it easier to align with the energy we wish to manifest. One effective way to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. By focusing on the sensation of our breath as it enters and exits the body, we anchor ourselves in the present moment. This simple yet powerful technique helps calm the mind and reduces stress, creating a more conducive environment for manifestation. Mindful breathing can be practiced anywhere, whether during a designated meditation session or throughout the day as a way to center yourself. Body scan meditation is another valuable mindfulness technique. This practice involves systematically directing your attention to different parts of your body, noticing any areas of tension or discomfort, and allowing them to relax. The body scan helps increase body awareness and promotes relaxation, which can be particularly useful when working through emotional or physical stress that may be hindering your manifestation efforts. Mindfulness can also be incorporated into daily activities. By bringing a heightened awareness to routine tasks such as eating, walking, or washing dishes, you cultivate a sense of presence and appreciation for the moment. This practice not only enhances your overall well-being, but also creates a more receptive and positive mindset, making it easier to manifest your desires. Meditation, on the other hand, is a more structured practice that involves setting aside dedicated time to cultivate a deeper state of awareness and relaxation. There are various types of meditation, each with its unique focus and benefits. For example, guided meditation involves listening to a recorded or live guide who leads you through a series of visualizations or affirmations. This type of meditation can be particularly helpful for beginners or those seeking specific outcomes, such as stress relief or goal setting. Loving kindness meditation is another approach that focuses on cultivating compassion and positive emotions towards yourself and others. This practice involves silently repeating phrases such as "May I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I be at peace for yourself and others." By fostering a sense of goodwill and compassion, loving kindness meditation enhances your overall emotional state and creates a more positive vibration that supports your manifestation efforts. Transcendental meditation (TM) is a technique that involves silently repeating a specific mantra to achieve a state of deep relaxation and mental clarity. TM is based on the idea that the repetition of a mantra helps quiet the mind and transcend ordinary thought patterns. This state of deep relaxation allows you to tap into a higher level of consciousness, where manifestation becomes more effortless and natural. Visualization and affirmations are powerful tools that complement mindfulness and meditation practices, enhancing your ability to manifest your desires. Visualization involves creating vivid mental images of your desired outcomes and immersing yourself in the experience as if it has already come to pass. This technique helps you align your energy with your goals, making it easier for them to materialize. To effectively use visualization, start by finding a quiet and comfortable space where you can relax without distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Begin by visualizing your desired outcome in as much detail as possible. Imagine the sights, sounds, and feelings associated with achieving your goal. The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the more powerful its effect will be. As you visualize, focus on the positive emotions and sensations that come with realizing your desire. Feel the joy, satisfaction, and gratitude as if you are already experiencing the outcome. This emotional connection helps to align your vibration with your goal, attracting similar energy from the universe. Visualization can be enhanced by incorporating sensory elements. For example, if you are visualizing a new job, imagine the environment of your workplace, the people you will interact with, and the tasks you will be performing. By engaging all your senses, you create a more immersive and convincing mental image that strengthens your manifestation efforts. Affirmations, on the other hand, are positive statements that reinforce your beliefs and intentions. They are designed to counteract negative or limiting thoughts and replace them with empowering beliefs. Affirmations can be used in conjunction with visualization to reinforce your desired outcomes and keep your focus on positive possibilities. To create effective affirmations, ensure that they are present tense, positive, and specific. For example, instead of saying, "I will be successful," say, "I am successful and thriving in my career." By framing your affirmations in the present tense, you affirm that your desired outcome is already a reality, which helps to shift your mindset and align your energy with your goals. Repeating affirmations regularly helps to embed them into your subconscious mind, making them more impactful. You can incorporate affirmations into your daily routine by repeating them during meditation, writing them in a journal, or reciting them aloud throughout the day. The more you reinforce these positive statements, the more they become a natural part of your thought patterns and belief system. Combining visualization with affirmations creates a powerful synergy that accelerates your manifestation process. As you visualize your desired outcome, repeat affirmations that support and enhance the image you are creating. This dual approach strengthens your belief in the possibility of achieving your goals and aligns your energy with your intentions. Visualization and affirmations are not one-time practices, but rather ongoing techniques that require consistency and commitment. By incorporating them into your daily routine, you reinforce your goals and maintain a positive mindset that attracts your desires. It's important to approach these practices with a sense of openness and trust, allowing them to work in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. Mindfulness and meditation techniques, along with visualization and affirmations, are essential practices for enhancing your ability to manifest your desires. Mindfulness helps you cultivate present-centered awareness and reduce stress, while meditation provides a structured approach to deepening your connection with your inner self. Visualization and affirmations complement these practices by aligning your energy with your goals and reinforcing positive beliefs. By integrating these techniques into your daily routine, you create a powerful foundation for manifesting your desires and living a more fulfilling life. Addressing fears and limiting beliefs is a crucial aspect of personal growth and effective manifestation. These internal barriers can significantly impact our ability to achieve our goals and live fulfilling lives. By confronting and overcoming these fears and beliefs, we create a more open and receptive mindset that allows us to pursue our desires with greater confidence and clarity. Fears often stem from past experiences or deeply ingrained beliefs about our capabilities and the nature of the world. They can manifest in various forms, such as fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown. These fears create a barrier that prevents us from taking action or pursuing our goals. To address these fears, it's essential to first identify and acknowledge them. This process involves a deep level of self-reflection and honesty, where you examine the root causes of your fears and understand how they influence your behavior and decisions. One effective method for addressing fears is to challenge and reframe them. Begin by writing down your fears and analyzing their origins. Ask yourself questions such as, what evidence do I have that supports this fear? And how has this fear impacted my life? By scrutinizing your fears, you can often uncover that they are based on assumptions or past experiences that may no longer be relevant or accurate. Reframing involves shifting your perspective on the fear. Instead of viewing it as a paralyzing obstacle, see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. For instance, if you have a fear of failure, reframe it as a chance to gain experience and improve your skills. This shift in perspective helps reduce the emotional impact of the fear and allows you to approach challenges with a more constructive mindset. Another powerful technique for addressing fears is to use exposure therapy. This involves gradually confronting your fears in a controlled and manageable way. Start by identifying small, manageable steps that bring you closer to facing your fear. For example, if you fear public speaking, begin by speaking in front of a small group of friends before progressing to larger audiences. Each small step helps build your confidence and reduces the intensity of your fear over time. Limiting beliefs are deeply held convictions that constrain your potential and affect your behavior. These beliefs often originate from past experiences, societal influences, or cultural conditioning. They can manifest as beliefs such as I'm not good enough, I don't deserve success, or I'll never be able to achieve my goals. These limiting beliefs create self-imposed boundaries that hinder your progress and prevent you from fully realizing your potential. To address limiting beliefs, start by identifying them. Pay attention to recurring negative thoughts or patterns in your behavior that reflect these beliefs. Write down these beliefs and examine their origins and validity. Ask yourself questions like, is this belief based on factual evidence or assumptions, and how has this belief influenced my actions and decisions? Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, challenge and reframe them. This involves replacing them with positive and empowering beliefs that support your goals and aspirations. For example, if you have a limiting belief that you're not good enough, reframe it as, I am capable and deserving of success. Repeat these new beliefs regularly to reinforce them in your subconscious mind. Visualization is another effective tool for overcoming limiting beliefs. By visualizing yourself achieving your goals and experiencing success, you create a mental image that counters your limiting beliefs. This process helps to reprogram your subconscious mind and align your beliefs with your desired outcomes. Engage in regular visualization exercises where you imagine yourself overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals with confidence and ease. Affirmations also play a significant role in addressing limiting beliefs. Create affirmations that counteract your negative beliefs and reinforce positive, empowering messages. For instance, if you struggle with self-doubt, use affirmations such as, "I am confident and capable of achieving my goals." Repeat these affirmations daily to shift your mindset and build self-belief. Living in the present moment is another crucial practice for personal growth and effective manifestation. The present moment is where life happens, and it is where we have the power to influence our experiences and outcomes. When we are fully present, we are more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions, which allows us to make more conscious and intentional choices. One of the key benefits of living in the present moment is that it helps reduce stress and anxiety. When we focus on the present, we are less likely to dwell on past mistakes or worry about future uncertainties. This shift in focus allows us to experience life with greater clarity and calmness, which enhances our overall well-being and ability to manifest our desires. Mindfulness is a valuable practice for cultivating present moment awareness. It involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations with a non-judgmental attitude. Mindfulness helps you become more attuned to your inner experiences and fosters a deeper connection with yourself. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you develop the ability to stay present and fully engage with your experiences, which enhances your capacity for manifestation. Meditation is another effective tool for living in the present moment. Through meditation, you can cultivate a deeper state of awareness and relaxation, allowing you to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. This practice helps you develop a greater sense of control over your mind and emotions, enabling you to stay focused on your goals and intentions. Living in the present moment also involves embracing a mindset of acceptance and non-resistance. Instead of fighting against challenges or trying to control outcomes, practice accepting things as they are and focusing on how you can respond effectively. Acceptance allows you to let go of unnecessary struggles and align more harmoniously with the flow of life. One practical way to stay present is to incorporate mindfulness into your daily activities. Whether you are eating, walking, or engaging in conversations, bring your full attention to the task at hand. This practice helps you appreciate the moment and reduces distractions that can pull you away from your goals. Journaling can also support your efforts to live in the present moment. By regularly writing about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, you gain insight into your current state of mind and identify any patterns or distractions that may be hindering your progress. Journaling helps you stay connected to your present experiences and provides a space for reflection and growth. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment is another way to stay present. When you participate in activities that resonate with your passions and interests, you naturally become more immersed in the moment. This immersion enhances your overall sense of well-being and creates a positive vibration that supports your manifestation efforts. Living in the present moment also means letting go of regrets about the past and worries about the future. By focusing on what you can control and influence in the present, you create a more empowered and proactive mindset. This approach helps you take meaningful action towards your goals and creates a sense of agency and accomplishment. Addressing fears and limiting beliefs and living in the present moment are essential practices for personal growth and effective manifestation. By confronting and overcoming internal barriers, you create a more open and receptive mindset that enhances your ability to achieve your goals. Embracing the present moment allows you to fully engage with your experiences and make intentional choices that align with your desires. Integrating these practices into your daily life supports a balanced and fulfilling journey towards your aspirations. In conclusion, the journey toward manifesting our desires and achieving personal fulfillment is deeply intertwined with our ability to address internal barriers and embrace the present moment. By confronting and overcoming fears and limiting beliefs, we remove the obstacles that have long stood in the way of our progress. These internal challenges, whether they stem from past experiences or deeply held convictions, can cloud our path and inhibit our potential. However, through self-awareness and intentional practices, we can transform these barriers into opportunities for growth and transformation. Embracing mindfulness and meditation techniques enables us to cultivate a heightened sense of awareness and presence. These practices ground us in the now, allowing us to experience life with greater clarity and calmness. By integrating mindfulness and meditation into our daily routines, we foster a state of openness and receptivity that aligns us with our goals and desires. This state of being not only enhances our overall well-being but also amplifies our ability to manifest our aspirations with greater ease. Visualization and affirmations further support this process by reinforcing positive beliefs and creating a vivid mental image of our desired outcomes. Through these techniques, we align our energy with our goals and maintain a focus on positive possibilities. This dual approach helps to shift our mindset and build confidence in our ability to achieve our dreams. Living in the present moment is a crucial component of this journey. When we fully engage with the now, we unlock the power to influence our experiences and outcomes. By letting go of past regrets and future anxieties, we create a more empowered and proactive mindset. This approach not only enhances our overall sense of well-being but also supports our manifestation efforts by allowing us to take meaningful action towards our goals. Ultimately, the path to manifesting our desires and achieving personal fulfillment is one of continuous growth and self-discovery. By addressing fears and limiting beliefs, practicing mindfulness and meditation, and embracing the present moment, we create a foundation for success and happiness. These practices empower us to navigate our journey with confidence, clarity, and resilience, leading us toward a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Today we gather to explore a profound and transformative journey, the awakening of faith in God. This journey is not just about embracing a set of beliefs, but about experiencing a deep personal transformation that reshapes our lives and our understanding of the world. Faith is a profound and transformative force that transcends the boundaries of mere belief. To understand faith in its deepest sense is to explore the very essence of what it means to trust and surrender to a higher power. Faith, in the context of spirituality and religion, is not simply about acknowledging the existence of God or a divine entity. It is about cultivating an unwavering trust in that higher power, believing in its influence and guidance, and surrendering to its will with conviction and humility. At its core, faith is a dynamic relationship with the divine. It is an active, ongoing dialogue that shapes our worldview and informs our actions. Unlike a fleeting belief that may come and go, faith is a steadfast commitment that remains constant, even in the face of adversity and uncertainty. This deep-rooted trust is not merely an intellectual exercise, it is a profound emotional and spiritual engagement that permeates our entire being. One of the fundamental aspects of faith is its role as a source of comfort and strength. In times of crisis or difficulty, faith provides a sense of solace and reassurance. It is a beacon of hope that guides us through the darkest moments, offering a sense of purpose and direction when we feel lost. Faith assures us that we are not alone in our struggles, that there is a greater plan and purpose beyond our immediate understanding. This comfort comes from the belief that there is a divine presence watching over us, guiding us through the trials of life and supporting us in our moments of need. Faith also plays a crucial role in shaping our perspective on life. It influences how we interpret our experiences and understand our place in the world. Through the lens of faith, we see our challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. We come to view setbacks not as punishments, but as lessons that contribute to our spiritual development. This shift in perspective enables us to approach life with a sense of gratitude and acceptance, recognizing that every experience, whether positive or negative, is part of a larger, divinely orchestrated plan. Faith fosters a sense of inner peace and contentment. When we place our trust in a higher power, we release the need to control every aspect of our lives. We surrender our anxieties and worries, knowing that there is a greater force at work that will guide us towards what is best. This surrender does not imply passivity or resignation, rather, it is an active choice to align ourselves with a higher purpose and to trust in the unfolding of our journey. This inner peace allows us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and resilience, finding calm amidst the chaos and stability amidst the turbulence. The journey of faith is also marked by a continuous process of growth and deepening. It is not a static state, but a dynamic journey that evolves over time. As we mature spiritually, our understanding of faith expands and deepens. We may begin with a simple belief in a higher power, but as we engage more deeply with our spirituality, we come to experience faith in new and profound ways. This growth involves a continuous process of self-reflection, learning, and transformation. We confront our doubts, challenge our assumptions, and seek a deeper connection with the divine. This journey of growth enriches our faith and strengthens our relationship with the higher power we revere. Another significant aspect of faith is its impact on our relationships with others. Faith has the power to inspire compassion, empathy, and love. When we embrace a faith that teaches us to see the divine in every person, we are compelled to act with kindness and understanding. Our faith influences how we treat others, how we handle conflicts, and how we contribute to the well-being of our communities. It encourages us to live in alignment with our spiritual values, fostering a sense of unity and interconnectedness with those around us. In addition to its personal and relational dimensions, faith also plays a role in shaping our moral and ethical framework. It provides a foundation for making decisions and setting priorities based on values that transcend material or superficial concerns. Faith guides us to act with integrity, honesty, and compassion, even when it is challenging or inconvenient. It helps us to navigate moral dilemmas and make choices that align with our spiritual principles. This moral compass, grounded in faith, serves as a guiding force that helps us to live in accordance with our highest ideals and aspirations. Faith is a journey of trust and surrender. It invites us to step beyond the confines of our limited understanding and to embrace a larger divine perspective. It calls us to trust in the goodness and wisdom of a higher power, even when we cannot see the entire picture. This trust is not blind or passive, it is an active, conscious choice to place our confidence in something greater than ourselves. It is a surrender of our ego-driven desires and a willingness to align ourselves with a higher purpose. Faith is a profound and multifaceted experience that touches every aspect of our lives. It is a dynamic relationship with the divine that offers comfort, strength, and guidance. It shapes our perspective, fosters inner peace, and inspires compassion. As we deepen our understanding of faith, we embark on a journey of growth, transformation, and connection with the divine. Faith is not just a belief, but a living, breathing experience that enriches our lives and connects us to a greater, transcendent reality. Personal transformation is a profound and often life-changing process that involves a fundamental shift in how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. This transformation goes beyond superficial changes. It reaches the core of our being, altering our values, beliefs, and behaviors in ways that lead to greater fulfillment and growth. The journey of personal transformation begins with a deep sense of dissatisfaction or discomfort with the current state of our lives. This discomfort acts as a catalyst for change, compelling us to examine our lives more closely and to seek new ways of being and experiencing the world. It may arise from various sources: a challenging life event, a feeling of unfulfillment, or a profound desire for growth. Whatever the source, this discomfort signals the need for transformation and serves as the first step towards meaningful change. Central to personal transformation is the process of self-discovery. To transform, we must first understand ourselves deeply, our strengths, weaknesses, values, and aspirations. This self-awareness is crucial, as it provides a foundation upon which we can build new patterns of thought and behavior. Through introspection, reflection, and sometimes guided self-inquiry, we begin to uncover the layers of our identity and recognize the areas that require change. This journey of self-discovery often involves confronting uncomfortable truths about ourselves, facing our fears, and acknowledging the aspects of our lives that no longer serve us. One significant aspect of personal transformation is the development of a new mindset. This shift in mindset is often characterized by a move from a fixed to a growth-oriented perspective. A fixed mindset is rooted in the belief that our abilities and qualities are static and unchangeable, while a growth mindset embraces the idea that we can develop and improve through effort and learning. Adopting a growth mindset is transformative because it encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth, to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, and to continually seek ways to expand our capabilities. This change in perspective can lead to significant improvements in our personal and professional lives as we become more resilient, adaptable, and open to new experiences. Another key element of personal transformation is the re-evaluation of our goals and priorities. As we undergo transformation, we often find that our previous goals and aspirations no longer align with our evolving values and desires. This re-evaluation involves setting new, more meaningful goals that reflect our true selves and our deepest aspirations. It may require us to let go of old ambitions that no longer resonate with us and to embrace new paths that are more in line with our authentic selves. This process of realignment is crucial for achieving a sense of fulfillment and purpose in our lives. Personal transformation also involves the development of new habits and behaviors. As we gain insight into our true selves and redefine our goals, we need to establish new patterns of behavior that support our growth. This may include adopting healthier lifestyle choices, developing new skills, or cultivating positive relationships. Creating new habits requires commitment and perseverance, as it often involves breaking old, ingrained patterns and replacing them with more constructive ones. The process of habit formation is gradual and requires consistent effort, but it is essential for achieving lasting transformation. An important aspect of personal transformation is the role of resilience. Transformation is rarely a smooth or linear process. It often involves setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from these challenges, to maintain a positive attitude, and to persist in the face of adversity. Developing resilience is crucial for sustaining the momentum of personal transformation, as it helps us navigate difficulties and remain focused on our goals. Resilience is cultivated through practices such as mindfulness, self-compassion, and maintaining a supportive network of friends and mentors. Transformation also requires a shift in how we relate to others. As we grow and change, our relationships may also undergo transformation. We may find that some relationships become more supportive and fulfilling, while others may become less aligned with our new path. Navigating these changes involves clear communication, setting healthy boundaries, and seeking out relationships that nurture and support our growth. The quality of our relationships has a significant impact on our personal transformation, as positive and supportive interactions can reinforce our progress and provide encouragement along the way. The journey of personal transformation is deeply intertwined with spiritual growth. For many, transformation involves a deeper exploration of spiritual beliefs and practices. This spiritual dimension can provide a sense of purpose, connection, and inner peace that supports and enhances the transformation process. Engaging in practices such as meditation, prayer, or contemplation can help us connect with our inner selves and with a higher power, providing guidance and support as we navigate the changes in our lives. Spiritual growth often involves a re-evaluation of our values and priorities, leading to a more profound sense of alignment with our true selves. Personal transformation is also about embracing change and uncertainty. Change is an inherent part of the transformation process, and it often brings with it a sense of uncertainty and discomfort. Embracing change involves developing a willingness to step outside our comfort zones, to take risks, and to explore new possibilities. This openness to change allows us to grow and evolve in ways that we might not have anticipated, leading to new opportunities and experiences that enrich our lives. Personal transformation is a journey of becoming more fully ourselves. It is about shedding old layers of identity that no longer serve us and embracing new ways of being that align with our true essence. This process of becoming is ongoing and dynamic as we continue to evolve and grow throughout our lives. Personal transformation is not a destination, but a continual journey of self-discovery, growth, and renewal. Personal transformation is a profound and multifaceted process that involves self-discovery, mindset shifts, goal re-evaluation, habit formation, resilience, relationship changes, spiritual growth, and embracing change. It is a journey of becoming more fully ourselves, of aligning our lives with our deepest values and aspirations. Through this transformative journey, we have the opportunity to create a more fulfilling and meaningful life characterized by growth, purpose, and authenticity. Overcoming doubts is a crucial aspect of personal and spiritual growth, involving the process of addressing and managing the uncertainties that often arise on our journey toward greater self-awareness, faith, and fulfillment. Doubts can manifest in various forms, including self-doubt, skepticism about our beliefs, and uncertainties about our future. Confronting and overcoming these doubts is essential for achieving clarity, confidence, and resilience. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience and can arise from a range of sources, such as past experiences, negative feedback from others, or internal conflicts. These doubts can be particularly challenging when they threaten to undermine our sense of self-worth, purpose, or direction. The key to overcoming doubts lies in understanding their origins, confronting them directly, and developing strategies to manage and transcend them. One fundamental step in overcoming doubts is to identify and acknowledge them. Doubts often linger in the background, subtly influencing our thoughts and actions. By bringing these doubts into conscious awareness, we can begin to address them more effectively. This process involves introspection and self-reflection, where we examine the nature of our doubts, their origins, and their impact on our lives. Understanding that doubts are a normal and natural part of the human condition can help us approach them with greater compassion and objectivity. Once we have identified our doubts, it is important to explore their validity. Not all doubts are necessarily based on reality. Some may be rooted in unfounded fears or misconceptions. To assess the validity of our doubts, we can ask ourselves a series of questions. Are these doubts based on facts or assumptions? Do they reflect a realistic assessment of our situation, or are they influenced by negative thinking patterns? By critically evaluating our doubts, we can determine whether they are grounded in truth or whether they are exaggerated or misinformed. Another effective strategy for overcoming doubts is to seek external perspectives and support. Discussing our doubts with trusted friends, mentors, or counselors can provide valuable insights and alternative viewpoints. These external perspectives can help us gain clarity and challenge any irrational or unfounded beliefs that may be fueling our doubts. Additionally, seeking support from others can offer emotional reassurance and encouragement, helping us to feel less isolated in our struggles. Developing a growth mindset is also instrumental in overcoming doubts. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and qualities can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. Embracing a growth mindset enables us to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than as indicators of failure. When we approach doubts with a growth mindset, we are more likely to take proactive steps to address and overcome them, rather than being paralyzed by fear or self-doubt. Building self-confidence is another important aspect of overcoming doubts. Self-confidence involves recognizing and affirming our strengths, achievements, and potential. By focusing on our successes and capabilities, we can counteract the negative impact of doubts and build a more positive self-image. Setting and achieving small goals can also contribute to increased self-confidence, as each accomplishment reinforces our belief in our abilities and progress. Practicing self-compassion is crucial in managing doubts. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially during times of struggle or self-doubt. Instead of criticizing ourselves harshly for having doubts, we can approach ourselves with empathy and acceptance. Recognizing that doubts are a normal part of the human experience and offering ourselves the same compassion we would extend to others can help alleviate the burden of self-doubt and foster a more positive mindset. Another effective technique for overcoming doubts is to engage in mindfulness and meditation practices. Mindfulness involves staying present and aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By observing our doubts from a place of neutrality, we can gain greater insight into their nature and reduce their emotional impact. Meditation practices, such as focusing on the breath or engaging in guided visualizations, can help calm the mind and create space for clarity and self-reflection. Setting realistic and achievable goals is also essential in overcoming doubts. When faced with uncertainties, it can be helpful to break down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. This approach allows us to focus on incremental progress and build momentum, rather than feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of our doubts. Celebrating each small achievement reinforces our confidence and helps us maintain a sense of direction and purpose. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity is another key aspect of overcoming doubts. Failure is an inevitable part of any journey, and it provides valuable lessons and insights. By reframing failure as a chance for growth and learning, we can diminish its impact on our confidence and motivation. Understanding that setbacks are a natural part of the process and that they offer opportunities for improvement can help us navigate doubts with resilience and perseverance. Cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning can help us overcome doubts by providing a clear sense of direction and motivation. When we are deeply connected to our values and aspirations, we are better equipped to face uncertainties and challenges. Reflecting on our core values, passions, and long-term goals can provide a sense of clarity and resolve, helping us to remain focused and motivated despite any doubts that may arise. Overcoming doubts involves a multifaceted approach that includes identifying and acknowledging doubts, assessing their validity, seeking external perspectives, developing a growth mindset, building self-confidence, practicing self-compassion, engaging in mindfulness, setting realistic goals, embracing failure, and cultivating a sense of purpose. By addressing doubts with these strategies, we can navigate uncertainties with greater clarity and confidence, ultimately leading to personal and spiritual growth. The role of prayer and meditation in personal and spiritual growth is profound, offering pathways to inner peace, self-awareness, and connection with a higher power. Both practices, though distinct in their methods and approaches, serve as powerful tools for fostering spiritual development, enhancing emotional well-being, and deepening our understanding of ourselves and the universe. Prayer, in its various forms, is a way of communicating with a higher power, seeking guidance, expressing gratitude, and requesting support. It is often a central practice in many religious and spiritual traditions, reflecting a personal relationship with the divine. Prayer can be structured or spontaneous, formal or informal, and it can be performed individually or within a community. Its essence lies in the act of reaching out beyond oneself, acknowledging a greater presence, and aligning oneself with divine will. Meditation, on the other hand, is a practice of focused attention and mindfulness aimed at achieving a state of mental clarity, relaxation, and heightened awareness. It involves techniques such as concentration, contemplation, and visualization to calm the mind, reduce stress, and gain deeper insights into one's inner self. Meditation can be secular or spiritual, and its methods may vary widely, but its core objective is to cultivate a state of inner stillness and self-awareness. The interplay between prayer and meditation can be seen in their complementary roles. While prayer often involves speaking or expressing intentions and desires, meditation provides a space for listening and receiving insights. Together, they create a holistic approach to spiritual practice that integrates both active and passive elements, fostering a deeper connection with the divine in oneself. One of the primary roles of prayer and meditation is to foster a sense of inner peace and emotional balance. In times of stress, anxiety, or uncertainty, both practices offer a sanctuary of calm and reassurance. Prayer allows individuals to express their fears, hopes, and gratitude, creating a sense of relief and support through the act of surrendering to a higher power. Meditation, with its focus on mindfulness and present moment awareness, helps individuals center themselves, reduce stress, and cultivate a sense of tranquility. The combination of these practices can lead to a profound sense of inner peace, helping individuals navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and calm. Another significant role of prayer and meditation is in the development of self-awareness and personal insight. Through prayer, individuals often seek guidance and clarity, reflecting on their desires, values, and aspirations. This process of introspection can lead to a deeper understanding of one's true self and a clearer sense of purpose. Meditation enhances this self-awareness by allowing individuals to observe their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. This heightened awareness can lead to greater self-acceptance, personal growth, and transformation as individuals gain insights into their inner workings and patterns of behavior. Prayer and meditation also play a crucial role in cultivating gratitude and positive emotions. Prayer often involves expressing thanks and appreciation for the blessings in one's life, fostering a sense of gratitude and contentment. This practice can shift focus away from negativity and cultivate a more positive outlook. Meditation, particularly practices such as loving kindness meditation, focuses on generating feelings of compassion and goodwill towards oneself and others. This cultivation of positive emotions can enhance overall well-being, improve relationships, and foster a greater sense of connection with the world. The role of prayer and meditation in fostering a connection with a higher power or the divine is central to many spiritual traditions. Prayer serves as a means of communication with the divine, allowing individuals to seek guidance, express devotion, and align themselves with a higher purpose. Meditation can deepen this connection by providing a space for spiritual reflection, contemplation, and communion. Practices such as visualization and contemplation of divine qualities can enhance one's sense of unity with the divine and strengthen spiritual faith. Together, prayer and meditation create a rich tapestry of spiritual engagement, nurturing a deeper connection with the sacred. Both prayer and meditation can facilitate personal transformation and growth. Through prayer, individuals often seek divine assistance in overcoming challenges, finding direction, and making positive changes in their lives. This process of seeking and surrendering can lead to transformative shifts in perspective and behavior. Meditation supports this transformation by helping individuals cultivate mindfulness, self-discipline, and emotional resilience. The insights gained through meditation can inspire personal growth and positive change, enabling individuals to align more closely with their values and aspirations. The integration of prayer and meditation into daily life can also contribute to a sense of balance and harmony. Establishing regular practices of prayer and meditation can create a structured routine that promotes consistency and discipline. This routine can serve as a foundation for personal and spiritual development, providing a consistent source of support and guidance. The discipline of daily practice fosters a deeper sense of commitment and connection, reinforcing the benefits of both prayer and meditation. Additionally, prayer and meditation can enhance the quality of one's relationships and interactions with others. Through prayer, individuals often seek blessings and guidance for their relationships, fostering a sense of compassion and empathy. Meditation practices that focus on loving kindness and compassion can enhance one's ability to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering healthier and more fulfilling relationships. The cultivation of positive emotions and self-awareness through these practices can lead to greater understanding, patience, and kindness in interactions with others. The impact of prayer and meditation extends beyond the individual, influencing the broader community and world. Collective prayer and meditation practices, such as group prayers, interfaith gatherings, and meditation circles, can create a sense of unity and shared intention. These collective practices can foster a sense of community and connection, promoting mutual support and shared spiritual growth. The positive energy generated through collective prayer and meditation can ripple outward, contributing to a more harmonious and compassionate world. Faith in daily life plays a transformative role, guiding our actions, decisions, and interactions with others. It acts as a foundational principle that influences how we perceive and respond to various aspects of our lives, from personal challenges to relationships and overall purpose. Integrating faith into daily routines and practices can lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling existence, characterized by resilience, compassion, and a deeper sense of connection. At its core, faith involves a belief in something greater than ourselves, whether it be a higher power, a universal principle, or a set of guiding values. This belief serves as a source of strength and guidance, shaping our worldview and informing our daily actions. Faith provides a sense of purpose and direction, helping us navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity and confidence. When we incorporate faith into our daily lives, it becomes a source of inspiration and motivation, driving us to align our actions with our deepest values and beliefs. One of the key ways faith manifests in daily life is through the practice of gratitude. Faith encourages us to recognize and appreciate the blessings in our lives, fostering a sense of contentment and positivity. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we can shift our perspective from what is lacking to what is abundant, creating a more optimistic outlook. This practice of gratitude can enhance our overall well-being, strengthen our relationships, and cultivate a deeper sense of connection with the world around us. Faith also plays a crucial role in how we approach challenges and adversity. When faced with difficulties, faith provides a sense of hope and reassurance, helping us maintain a positive attitude and persevere through hardships. Believing that there is a purpose or lesson in our struggles can transform our perspective on adversity, allowing us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. This resilience, fueled by faith, enables us to face obstacles with courage and determination, ultimately leading to personal and spiritual development. In daily life, faith influences how we interact with others and build relationships. It encourages us to approach others with compassion, empathy, and understanding, recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. Faith fosters a sense of interconnectedness, reminding us that our actions impact others and that we are all part of a larger whole. This awareness can lead to more meaningful and supportive relationships as we strive to treat others with kindness and respect. The practice of faith can also manifest in our decision-making processes. When faced with choices, faith serves as a guiding principle, helping us make decisions that align with our values and beliefs. It encourages us to seek wisdom and discernment, considering not only our own needs but also the impact of our decisions on others and the world. This mindful approach to decision-making can lead to more ethical and purposeful actions, contributing to a sense of integrity and fulfillment. Incorporating faith into daily routines often involves creating space for reflection and spiritual practices. This might include regular prayer, meditation, or contemplation, which provide opportunities to connect with our inner selves and with a higher power. These practices help us stay centered and grounded, offering clarity and perspective amidst the busyness of daily life. By dedicating time to these spiritual practices, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace and alignment, enhancing our overall well-being. Faith also encourages us to engage in acts of service and compassion. Many faith traditions emphasize the importance of helping others and contributing to the greater good. By actively seeking ways to support and uplift those around us, we embody the values of our faith and make a positive impact on our communities. Acts of service, whether through volunteer work, charitable contributions, or simple acts of kindness, reflect our commitment to living out our faith and fostering a more compassionate and just world. Faith can shape our approach to personal growth and self-improvement. Believing in the potential for positive change and growth, faith motivates us to pursue our goals and aspirations with determination and perseverance. It encourages us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and to cultivate a mindset of resilience and optimism. This proactive approach to personal development can lead to a more fulfilling and purposeful life as we strive to align our actions with our highest values and aspirations. In integrating faith into daily life, it is important to recognize and embrace its role in fostering a sense of connection and belonging. Faith often provides a sense of community and shared purpose, whether through religious congregations, spiritual groups, or other supportive networks. Engaging with others who share similar values and beliefs can offer encouragement, inspiration, and a sense of solidarity. This communal aspect of faith can enhance our sense of belonging and provide a supportive network for navigating life's challenges. Faith in daily life is about living in alignment with our deepest values and beliefs. It involves integrating our spiritual principles into our everyday actions, decisions, and interactions. By doing so, we create a life that is not only more meaningful and fulfilling, but also more connected to a higher purpose and greater sense of well-being. Faith provides a foundation of strength, resilience, and compassion, guiding us through the ups and downs of life and helping us create a positive impact on ourselves and the world around us. Faith plays a transformative role in daily life, influencing our actions, relationships, and overall sense of purpose. By integrating faith into our daily routines and practices, we can cultivate gratitude, resilience, compassion, and a deeper connection with ourselves and others. Faith serves as a guiding principle, helping us navigate challenges, make ethical decisions, and contribute to the greater good. Through the practice of faith, we create a more meaningful and fulfilling life, grounded in our deepest values and beliefs. Community and support are fundamental aspects of human life, offering a network of connection, encouragement, and shared experience. They play a crucial role in personal development, emotional well-being, and overall fulfillment. A strong sense of community and access to support systems can profoundly impact an individual's life, providing a foundation for growth, resilience, and belonging. At its core, community refers to a group of individuals who share common interests, values, or goals and come together to support one another. This can take many forms, from geographical communities to social or professional networks. A well-nurtured community fosters a sense of belonging, offering individuals a place where they feel valued and connected. This sense of belonging is essential for emotional health, as it provides a support system where individuals can share their experiences, seek advice, and receive encouragement. Support within a community can manifest in various ways. Emotional support is one of the most vital forms, involving empathy, understanding, and reassurance from others. When individuals face challenges, having a network of supportive friends, family members, or colleagues can offer comfort and perspective. This support helps individuals cope with stress, navigate difficult situations, and maintain a positive outlook. The presence of empathetic listeners and supporters can alleviate feelings of isolation and provide a sense of solidarity. Practical support is another important aspect of community. This includes tangible assistance, such as help with daily tasks, financial aid, or access to resources. In times of need, practical support can make a significant difference, alleviating burdens and enabling individuals to focus on their well-being. For example, a community might organize meal deliveries for those in need, provide financial support for medical expenses, or offer resources for career development. This practical assistance reinforces the sense of interdependence within the community and contributes to overall well-being. Social support also plays a critical role in fostering a sense of community. Engaging in social activities, participating in group events, or joining community organizations helps build connections and strengthen relationships. Social interactions provide opportunities for individuals to form friendships, share experiences, and collaborate on common goals. These interactions enhance social skills, boost confidence, and create a supportive environment where individuals can thrive. In addition to emotional, practical, and social support, a sense of community provides opportunities for personal and professional growth. Communities often offer mentorship, guidance, and networking opportunities that can aid in career development and personal advancement. Being part of a supportive community can open doors to new opportunities, provide valuable advice, and encourage individuals to pursue their goals with confidence. This network of support can be instrumental in achieving personal aspirations and overcoming obstacles. A well-functioning community also contributes to the development of a shared identity and collective purpose. When individuals come together with common values or goals, they create a sense of unity and direction. This shared identity fosters a sense of pride and motivation, encouraging individuals to contribute to the community's well-being and success. The collective efforts of community members can lead to meaningful change, whether through charitable initiatives, advocacy, or collaborative projects. Building and maintaining a supportive community requires effort and commitment. It involves active participation, effective communication, and mutual respect. Individuals must be willing to contribute to the community, offer support to others, and engage in open and honest dialogue. This collaborative approach fosters trust and strengthens relationships, creating a positive and inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and heard. The benefits of community and support extend beyond the individual level, impacting society as a whole. Communities that prioritize support and inclusivity contribute to a more equitable and compassionate society. By addressing the needs of all members and fostering a sense of belonging, communities can reduce social isolation, promote mental health, and enhance overall quality of life. The positive impact of a supportive community ripples outward, creating a more connected and resilient society. In the digital age, communities and support systems have expanded beyond traditional geographical boundaries. Online communities and social networks offer new opportunities for connection, support, and collaboration. These virtual spaces enable individuals to connect with like-minded people, seek support, and share experiences regardless of physical location. While online interactions may differ from face-to-face connections, they can still provide meaningful support and foster a sense of community. It is important to recognize the potential challenges in maintaining a supportive community. Issues such as conflict, exclusion, or misunderstanding can arise, affecting the overall dynamics of the community. Addressing these challenges requires effective conflict resolution, inclusive practices, and a commitment to fostering a positive and respectful environment. By proactively addressing potential issues and promoting open communication, communities can maintain their supportive nature and continue to thrive. Community and support play a vital role in personal and collective well-being. A strong sense of community offers emotional, practical, and social support, fostering a sense of belonging and connection. It provides opportunities for personal and professional growth, contributes to shared identity and collective purpose, and impacts society as a whole. Building and maintaining a supportive community requires active participation, effective communication, and mutual respect. By prioritizing these elements, individuals and communities can create a nurturing environment where everyone can thrive and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment and connection. You are the creator of your reality. Every thought, every feeling, and every assumption you hold shapes the world around you. The truth of this statement lies not in wishful thinking or vague hope, but in the very foundation of how life operates. To live in the end, to act as if you already have what you desire, is not merely an exercise in positive thinking, it is a conscious alignment with the creative power that defines the universe. What does it mean to live in the end? It means adopting the mindset that you are already in possession of what you desire, as though it has already come to pass. This is not a fantasy, but rather the most potent act of creation. It's about knowing that the future you wish for is already a present reality within you. The key is to assume this state completely, allowing it to govern your actions, thoughts, and feelings as though it were already your truth. When you live in the end, you step beyond the limits of what your senses tell you. Your senses show you the world as it appears, but your imagination shows you the world as it could be. The true power lies in choosing which of these to believe. Most people are so tied to the evidence of their senses that they cannot break free from the current version of their lives. They look around and see lack, failure, or limitation, and they allow these external conditions to dictate their internal state. But the real process of creation happens the other way around. What is within you determines what is around you. When you can stand firm in the conviction that you already possess your desire, despite the outer conditions, the world will begin to shift in response. It is not the outer world that has the final say, it is your inner world. Consider this: everything you see now in your life was once imagined. The job you have, the relationships you are in, the home you live in, these were all, at one time, nothing more than thoughts in your mind. They only became reality because at some point, consciously or unconsciously, you assumed them to be true. You believed in their existence before they manifested. This is the power of assumption. To act as if you already have what you want is to align yourself with the state of being that attracts it into your life. If you desire love, act as though you are already deeply loved. Feel what it feels like to be cherished, respected, and adored. If you desire abundance, walk through life with the calm confidence that comes from knowing you are financially free. Feel the relief, the joy, the excitement of having more than enough. If you want success, carry yourself as though you are already successful. Speak, think, and act from the place of accomplishment, even if the world hasn't caught up with that reality yet. There will be moments when your current circumstances tempt you to abandon this mental discipline. Doubts will creep in, and your senses will try to convince you that nothing is changing. But this is where your faith must remain unshaken. The outer world is always slow to reflect inner change. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't dig up the soil every day to check whether the seed is growing. You trust that it is taking root beneath the surface, even when there is no visible evidence of progress. In the same way, you must trust that the reality you are cultivating in your mind is coming to fruition, even when nothing seems to be happening yet. The process of living in the end involves more than just thought. It requires feeling. Thought alone is not enough to bring about change. You must feel the state of your wish fulfilled. This is not simply imagining what it would be like, it is the actual feeling of living in that state now. Your emotions are the language through which you communicate with the creative force of the universe. The stronger your feeling, the more powerfully you are communicating your desire. Ask yourself, how would you feel if you were already the person you wish to be? What emotions would dominate your experience? Is it relief, joy, excitement, peace, or confidence? Whatever those feelings are, they are the key to unlocking your desired reality. Begin to cultivate them in your daily life. Even if the world tells you that nothing has changed, remain steadfast in your feeling that everything has already changed. Living in the end also requires you to release any attachment to the how and when of your desire's manifestation. The human mind often tries to control the process, attempting to figure out every detail of how things will unfold. But this need for control stems from a place of doubt. It suggests that you don't truly believe in the power of your assumption. When you live in the end, you trust that the details will be taken care of. You let go of the need to micromanage the process and surrender to the natural unfolding of events. You know that what is meant for you will come in the perfect way, at the perfect time. It's essential to cultivate patience. Creation takes time, not because it is inherently slow, but because we often stand in our own way by doubting or wavering in our faith. If you can hold steady in the assumption that your desire is already yours, you will accelerate the process. However, every moment of doubt, every time you revert to focusing on what you lack, delays the manifestation. You must remain unwavering in your conviction that it is already done, even when faced with evidence to the contrary. Living in the end means living with an unshakable sense of certainty. It means making decisions as though your desired outcome is already your reality. How would you act if you were already living your dream? How would you treat others? How would you spend your time? What would your daily routine look like? Begin to embody those actions now. By aligning your behavior with your desired state of being, you send a clear signal to the universe that this is who you are, and the universe responds accordingly. The external world is nothing more than a mirror, reflecting back to you the contents of your inner world. If you do not like what you see in your life, it is not because the world is against you, it is because your internal state does not match your desire. Change the state within, and the reflection must change as well. Remember, the feeling of having already achieved your desire is the catalyst for its manifestation. The more consistently you can live in this feeling, the more rapidly your reality will shift to align with it. It is not enough to occasionally dip into the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You must make it your dominant state of being. You must carry this feeling with you throughout your day, regardless of what is happening around you. As you persist in this state, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your reality. Things will start to move in your favor. Opportunities will arise, doors will open, and the people and circumstances you need will be drawn to you. This is the natural consequence of living in the end. It is not magic, it is the law. You are always creating, whether you realize it or not. The only difference is that now you are doing it consciously. So live boldly. Live in the end as though your dream is already yours. Know that your assumption is the key to your power. You do not need to wait for permission from the world to begin living as the person you wish to be. The moment you assume it is true, it becomes true within you. And when it is true within, it must become true without. When you live in the end, you are tapping into a fundamental truth about reality. Everything is created twice, first in the imagination and then in the external world. This principle underpins all creation. The invisible precedes the visible. The intangible precedes the tangible. It's important to understand that every physical object, every relationship, every circumstance in your life began as an idea, a thought, or a feeling. Once you grasp this concept, you begin to realize that the world around you is not fixed. It is malleable, changeable, and entirely subject to the beliefs you hold. The moment you conceive of a desire, it already exists in an unseen realm. It exists in potential. It is not yet visible, but that does not mean it isn't real. The unseen is as real as the seen. The only difference is that one has not yet materialized into form. By living in the end, by acting as though you already have what you want, you begin to collapse the gap between the invisible and the visible. You draw that potential reality closer to the present moment, until it inevitably becomes part of your physical experience. Living in the end is a declaration of faith. It is an unwavering belief that what you desire is already yours. But faith, in this context, is not passive. It is an active, living force. Faith demands that you embody the feeling of your wish fulfilled, that you think, speak, and act as though the thing you desire is already your reality. This is a powerful shift because most people wait for external evidence before they allow themselves to feel a certain way. They wait for success before they feel successful. They wait for love before they feel loved. They wait for abundance before they feel wealthy. To live in the end is to take your mind off the process of how your desire will come to fruition. It requires you to trust in a deeper intelligence, one that orchestrates all of creation. The human mind often gets caught up in the details, trying to figure out every step along the way. It wants to know exactly how things will happen, in what order, and according to what timeline. But this need for control is rooted in fear. It's the fear that if you don't personally manage every aspect of the process, your desire won't manifest. This fear is unnecessary. When you live in the end, you are handing over the details to a higher power, trusting that the universe knows the most harmonious and efficient way to bring your desire into being. You let go of the need to know how it will happen, and instead you focus entirely on living in the feeling that it already has happened. This is not a passive form of surrender, it is an active participation in creation. You are still deeply involved in the process, but your role is to maintain the inner state of fulfillment, to nurture the feeling that your desire is already yours. The question often arises, how long do you need to live in the end before your desire manifests? The answer is as long as it takes for you to fully embody the state of your wish fulfilled. There is no set timeline, no rigid schedule. Some desires may manifest quickly, while others may take longer. The key is persistence. You must remain faithful to your assumption, regardless of how long it takes for the physical world to catch up with your inner state. The physical world is slower to respond than your imagination, but that doesn't mean it isn't responding. Think of it like a river that has been flowing in one direction for a long time. When you change your assumptions, when you begin to live in the end, you are changing the direction of the current. It may take time for the river to fully shift, but the moment you change your assumption, the current begins to turn. The more consistently you live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the faster the external world will reflect that new direction. Living in the end requires you to be vigilant about your thoughts and feelings. You must guard against slipping back into old patterns of lack and limitation. It's easy to fall into the habit of reacting to the current conditions of your life, especially if those conditions are far from what you desire. But every time you react to your external circumstances as though they are fixed and unchangeable, you reinforce the very reality you wish to transcend. This is where mental discipline comes into play. You must train yourself to focus on the reality you want, not the reality you see. Your current circumstances are nothing more than the outpicturing of your past thoughts, feelings, and assumptions. They are not permanent, and they do not define what is possible for you. When you live in the end, you are no longer bound by the limitations of your current reality. You are living from a place of infinite possibility, knowing that whatever you assume to be true within you will eventually become true in the world around you. One of the most powerful tools in living in the end is visualization. When you visualize, you are using the power of your imagination to create the feeling of your wish fulfilled. But visualization is not just about seeing images in your mind. It is about fully immersing yourself in the experience of your desired reality. You must engage all of your senses, see the sights, hear the sounds, feel the textures, and most importantly, experience the emotions of living in your desired state. If you desire financial freedom, imagine yourself living that reality. What does your daily life look like? How do you feel as you wake up each morning, knowing that you have more than enough money to meet your needs and desires? If you desire a living relationship, visualize yourself with your ideal partner. What are you doing together? How do you feel in their presence? The more vivid and real you can make these mental experiences, the more powerfully they will impress upon your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts whatever you impress upon it as truth. This is why it is so important to guard the thoughts and images you allow into your mind. Every thought, every feeling, every image you hold is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious. Over time, those seeds will grow and bear fruit in the form of your external reality. The question is, what kind of seeds are you planting? Are they seeds of abundance, love, and success, or are they seeds of lack, fear, and limitation? Living in the end is about consciously choosing the seeds you plant. It's about taking control of your inner world so that it aligns with the outer world you wish to create. This is not a one-time effort. It is a daily practice. Every day you must choose to live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, regardless of what is happening around you. Some days it will be easy, and other days it will be more challenging. But the more you practice, the more natural it will become. Over time, living in the end will become second nature to you. You will no longer have to consciously remind yourself to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, because it will become your default state. You will move through life with a quiet confidence, knowing that whatever you desire is already yours. This is the true power of living in the end. It allows you to move beyond the limitations of time and space and to create your reality from the inside out. Another important aspect of living in the end is self-concept. Your self-concept is the foundation upon which all of your desires are built. It is the image you hold of yourself in relation to the world around you. If your self-concept is rooted in lack, unworthiness, or limitation, no amount of external effort will bring about lasting change. You may achieve temporary success, but it will not be sustainable because your self-concept will eventually pull you back to a state that matches your inner beliefs. In order to live in the end effectively, you must elevate your self-concept to match the reality you desire. You must see yourself as worthy, capable, and deserving of all that you wish to create. This is not about arrogance or ego, it is about recognizing the divine power within you. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a creator. When you truly understand this, you begin to approach life from a place of empowerment rather than fear. Elevating your self-concept requires you to let go of old, limiting beliefs about who you are and what is possible for you. These beliefs may have been ingrained in you since childhood. They may have been reinforced by society, by your family, or by past experiences. But they are not the truth of who you are. They are simply the result of past conditioning. When you live in the end, you are not bound by the past. You are free to create a new self-concept that aligns with your highest vision for your life. One of the most effective ways to elevate your self-concept is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that affirm the reality you wish to create. When repeated consistently, they begin to reshape your subconscious mind and align it with your desired outcome. For example, if you desire financial abundance, you might affirm, "I am financially free and abundant." If you desire love, you might affirm, "I am worthy of deep and fulfilling love." The key is to choose affirmations that resonate with you and to repeat them often, especially during moments of doubt or fear. Detachment is one of the most misunderstood aspects of creation. Many believe that to detach means to stop caring about the outcome or to give up on the desire altogether. But this is not the case. Detachment does not mean indifference, it means freedom. It means freeing yourself from the need for your desire to manifest in a specific way or on a specific timeline. Detachment allows you to maintain a state of peace and inner fulfillment, regardless of what is happening in the external world. It means that your happiness is not contingent upon the manifestation of your desire. When you are truly living in the end, you are so absorbed in the feeling of your wish fulfilled that the need for external validation fades away. You no longer feel the urge to check for signs or to constantly monitor the progress of your manifestation. You know that your desire is already yours, and so there is no need to obsess over when or how it will appear. This is the essence of detachment. Detachment also allows you to remain open to the infinite possibilities that exist in the universe. When you are overly attached to a specific outcome, you may inadvertently limit the ways in which your desire can come to you. The universe has a far greater intelligence than the human mind can comprehend, and it often delivers our desires in ways that are far better than we could have imagined. But in order to receive these blessings, we must be willing to let go of our rigid expectations and trust in the process. Living in the end also requires you to let go of doubt. Doubt is the enemy of creation. It is the voice that whispers, "What if it doesn't happen? What if I fail? What if I'm fail?" These doubts can be insidious, and if left unchecked, they can sabotage your ability to manifest your desires. The moment you allow doubt to take root in your mind, you begin to waver in your assumption that your wish is already fulfilled. Doubt creates resistance, and resistance slows down the process of manifestation. It is like planting a seed and then digging it up every day to check if it is growing. The seed needs time to germinate and to develop roots beneath the surface. In the same way, your desires need time to unfold in the physical world. When you live in the end, you are trusting that the seed you have planted in your imagination is growing, even if you cannot yet see the results. Gratitude also serves as a reminder that you are always supported by the universe. Even in moments of doubt or uncertainty, there is always something to be grateful for. Whether it's the love of a friend, the beauty of nature, or the simple fact that you are alive and breathing, there is always a reason to give thanks. When you focus on these blessings, you strengthen your faith in the goodness of life and in the power of the universe to bring your desires to fruition. Living in the end is not about pretending that everything is perfect or ignoring the challenges you may face along the way. It is about maintaining a state of inner fulfillment, regardless of external circumstances. It is about holding on to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the face of adversity. This does not mean that you will never experience moments of doubt, frustration, or fear. These emotions are a natural part of the human experience. But when you live in the end, you learn to navigate these emotions with grace and resilience. When challenges arise, instead of reacting with fear or despair, you can use them as opportunities to strengthen your faith. Every challenge is an invitation to return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. It is a reminder to hold on to your inner vision, even when the outer world seems to be in chaos. This is the true test of living in the end. Can you remain faithful to your assumption, even when everything around you suggests otherwise? Can you hold on to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the midst of uncertainty? The more you practice living in the end, the more you will realize that external circumstances have no power over you. You are the creator of your reality, and your inner state determines what you experience. This realization gives you a sense of peace and empowerment, because you no longer feel at the mercy of the world around you. You understand that no matter what happens, you have the ability to create the life you desire from within. Living in the end also requires you to let go of the need for approval or validation from others. Often when we set out to create something new in our lives, we seek the approval of those around us. We want others to confirm that we are on the right path, that our desires are valid, and that we are worthy of achieving them. But this need for external validation can be a trap. It can cause us to doubt ourselves and to question our desires. The truth is, no one else can validate your desires for you. Only you know what is true for you. Only you can decide what you want to create in your life. When you live in the end, you are no longer seeking approval from others, because you have already given yourself permission to have what you desire. You have already claimed it as yours, and you no longer need anyone else's validation to affirm that truth. This does not mean that you should ignore the opinions of others or isolate yourself from the world. It simply means that you are no longer dependent on others for your sense of worth or for confirmation that you are on the right path. You trust yourself and your inner knowing. You trust that your desires are valid and that you are worthy of having them. When you live in the end, you are living from a place of self-assurance and inner confidence. Another important aspect of living in the end is embracing the present moment. Often when we are focused on manifesting our desires, we become so fixated on the future that we forget to appreciate the present. We become consumed with the idea of getting to the next step, the next goal, the next manifestation. But the present moment is where all of your power lies. It is in the present that you create your reality. When you live in the end, you are not waiting for the future to bring you happiness or fulfillment. You are experiencing those feelings right now, in the present moment. You are allowing yourself to feel the joy, the peace, and the satisfaction of your wish fulfilled, even before it has materialized in the physical world. This is the key to manifestation. You must feel it now in order to experience it later. The present moment is also where you have the opportunity to practice gratitude, to nurture your inner vision, and to align yourself with the energy of your desired reality. Every moment is an opportunity to reaffirm your assumption that your wish is already fulfilled. Every moment is an opportunity to embody the feeling of your desired state. When you live in the end, you are no longer living for some distant future. You are living in the fullness of the present. It's also important to understand that living in the end is not about forcing things to happen. It's not about trying to control every detail of your life or manipulating circumstances to fit your desires. True creation comes from a place of flow and ease. When you live in the end, you are not pushing against the current. You are allowing the natural flow of life to carry you toward your desire. You are trusting in the process, knowing that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. Forcing things to happen only creates resistance. It sends a signal to the universe that you don't believe your desire is already yours, and as a result, it pushes your desire further away. When you live in the end, you are not trying to make things happen. You are allowing them to happen. You are creating a space of openness and receptivity, where the universe can deliver your desire in the most harmonious and effortless way. This does not mean that you should sit back and do nothing. Action is an important part of the creation process, but it is inspired action that flows from a place of inner alignment. When you are living in the end, the actions you take are not driven by fear, desperation, or lack. They are inspired by the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You take action not because you need to make something happen, but because you are so aligned with your desired reality that the actions flow naturally from that state of being. Inspired action feels different from forced action. It feels effortless, joyful, and in alignment with your true self. It comes from a place of inner knowing rather than from a place of fear or scarcity. When you live in the end, you are attuned to this inner guidance and you allow it to lead you toward the fulfillment of your desire. Living in the end is a practice. It is a daily commitment to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the reality you wish to create. It is a way of being, not just a technique. And the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, living in the end becomes your default state of being, and you find yourself effortlessly attracting the people, circumstances, and opportunities that are in alignment with your desires. Living in the end is a practice that fundamentally reshapes the way we approach life and our desires. At its core, it is about embodying the truth that what you want already exists. It is not something that lies in the distant future, waiting to be obtained through struggle or effort. Instead, it is a state that is within your reach at every moment, ready to be claimed simply by aligning your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with the reality of its fulfillment. One of the most powerful aspects of living in the end is the realization that you are not separate from your desires. Often people think of their desires as something external, something out there that they must work hard to achieve or attain. But in truth, your desires are an extension of you. They originate from within, and as such, they are already a part of your reality. The separation between you and your desires is an illusion created by the mind, reinforced by societal conditioning that emphasizes hard work, struggle, and linear progress toward goals. Living in the end dissolves this illusion of separation. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are merging with the energy of your desire. You are no longer perceiving it as something outside of you, but as something that is already an integral part of your life. This shift in perspective is crucial because it allows you to bypass the limitations of the logical mind, which often tries to rationalize why something is impossible or difficult to achieve. By living in the end, you are stepping into a state of being where you no longer question the possibility of your desire, you simply accept it as fact. This brings us to the importance of inner dialogue. Your inner dialogue, the constant stream of thoughts that runs through your mind, is one of the most powerful tools in shaping your reality. Whether you realize it or not, your thoughts are continuously creating your experience. Every time you think about your desires, whether positively or negatively, you are influencing their manifestation. Therefore, it is essential to become aware of your inner dialogue and to consciously direct it in a way that aligns with the reality you wish to create. When you live in the end, your inner dialogue should reflect the certainty that your desire is already fulfilled. Instead of thinking thoughts like, "I hope this happens," or "what if it doesn't work out?" You must think and speak as if your desire is already a part of your life. This means replacing doubt with affirmation, fear with faith, and lack with abundance. Your inner dialogue should be filled with statements like, "I am so grateful that this has already happened," or "I am living the life I've always dreamed of." At first, this may feel unnatural, especially if you are used to focusing on what is missing or lacking in your life. But with practice, this new way of thinking becomes second nature. The more you affirm the reality of your desire, the more your subconscious mind begins to accept it as truth. And as we know, the subconscious mind is the key to manifestation. Once a belief is accepted by the subconscious, it begins to shape your external reality in ways that may seem miraculous. It is also important to note that your inner dialogue does not have to be limited to words. In fact, one of the most effective ways to live in the end is through the power of visualization. Visualization is a form of mental rehearsal in which you imagine yourself experiencing your desired reality in vivid detail. When done correctly, visualization can evoke powerful emotions and sensations, which in turn strengthen your assumption that your wish is already fulfilled. When you visualize, it is important to engage all of your senses. Don't just see yourself living your desired reality, feel it, hear it, smell it, and even taste it. For example, if your desire is to live in your dream home, don't just picture yourself walking through the house, feel the texture of the floors beneath your feet, hear the sound of the wind rustling through the trees outside, smell the fresh paint on the walls, and taste the first meal you cook in your new kitchen. The more vividly you can imagine yourself living your desired reality, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. The key to successful visualization is to focus on the feeling of your wish fulfilled. It is not enough to simply see yourself achieving your desire, you must also feel the emotions associated with that achievement. These emotions are the fuel that powers the manifestation process. When you feel joy, excitement, gratitude, and satisfaction, you are vibrating at the frequency of your desired reality. This vibration is what attracts the people, opportunities, and circumstances that will bring your desire into physical form. Another important aspect of living in the end is the role of self-concept. Your self-concept is the mental image you hold of yourself, and it plays a crucial role in determining what you can and cannot achieve. If you see yourself as someone who is unworthy or incapable of achieving your desires, then no matter how much you try to live in the end, you will always encounter resistance. This is because your self-concept sets the boundaries of what you believe is possible for you. To truly live in the end, you must align your self-concept with the reality of your desire. This means seeing yourself as the person who already has what you want. If your desire is to be wealthy, then you must begin to see yourself as someone who is financially abundant. If your desire is to be in a loving relationship, then you must see yourself as someone who is worthy of love and companionship. Your self-concept must reflect the reality of your wish fulfilled. One way to shift your self-concept is through the use of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your desired self-image. When repeated consistently, affirmations help to reprogram your subconscious mind and align your self-concept with your desired reality. For example, if your desire is to be successful in your career, you might repeat affirmations like, "I am a successful and respected leader in my field," or "I attract lucrative opportunities and excel in everything I do." Over time, these affirmations will become ingrained in your subconscious, and you will begin to embody the qualities of the person you wish to become. Another powerful tool for shifting your self-concept is the practice of self-love. Self-love is the foundation upon which all manifestation is built. If you do not believe that you are worthy of having your desires, you will subconsciously sabotage your efforts to achieve them. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate a deep sense of love and appreciation for yourself. This means treating yourself with kindness, compassion, and respect, and letting go of any beliefs or patterns that undermine your sense of self-worth. When you love yourself unconditionally, you naturally attract experiences that reflect that love. You no longer settle for less than you deserve, and you no longer tolerate situations or relationships that do not align with your highest good. Self-love empowers you to live in the end with confidence and certainty, because you know that you are deserving of everything you desire. It is also important to understand that living in the end does not mean denying the present moment. While it is true that you are focused on the feeling of your wish fulfilled, this does not mean that you should ignore or resist your current circumstances. In fact, one of the most powerful aspects of living in the end is the ability to embrace the present moment while simultaneously holding the vision of your desired future. The present moment is always perfect, even when it does not appear to be. Every experience you have, every challenge you face, is part of the process of bringing your desires into physical form. When you resist the present moment, you create unnecessary suffering and delay the manifestation of your desires. But when you accept the present moment as it is, without judgment or resistance, you allow the natural flow of life to carry you toward your desired reality. Living in the end also requires patience. The physical world operates on a different timeline than the inner world of imagination, and sometimes it takes time for your desires to manifest. This is not because the universe is withholding your desires, but because there are unseen factors at play that must align in order for your wish to come into physical form. During this time, it is important to remain steadfast in your assumption that your desire is already fulfilled, even if you cannot yet see the results. Patience does not mean passivity. It does not mean sitting idly by and waiting for things to happen. Instead, patience is an active state of trust and faith. It means continuing to live in the end, even when the external world seems to suggest otherwise. It means taking inspired action from a place of alignment, rather than from a place of fear or desperation. And most importantly, it means enjoying the journey, knowing that the destination is already yours. As you continue to live in the end, you will notice subtle shifts in your reality. You may begin to encounter synchronicities, chance encounters, or unexpected opportunities that seem to align perfectly with your desires. These are signs that your wish is in the process of manifesting, and they serve as encouragement to continue living in the end. However, it is important not to become too attached to these signs. While they are a positive indication that your desire is on its way, the true measure of success is your inner state of being. Ultimately, living in the end is about cultivating a sense of inner fulfillment that is not dependent on external circumstances. It is about recognizing that everything you desire already exists within you, and that you have the power to bring it into physical form through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. It is about embracing the truth that you are the creator of your reality, and that you have the ability to manifest your desires with ease and grace. The journey of living in the end is one of self-discovery, empowerment, and joy. It is a journey that invites you to explore the limitless potential of your imagination and to step into the fullness of who you truly are. As you continue to live in the end, you will come to realize that the external world is merely a reflection of your inner state. When you change your inner world, your outer world changes in response. So embrace the practice of living in the end. Make it a daily commitment to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and to embody that state in every aspect of your life. Trust in the power of your imagination and know that you are always in control of your reality. In conclusion, living in the end is a transformative practice that empowers you to step into the reality you desire, not by waiting for external circumstances to change, but by aligning your inner world with the fulfillment of your wishes. It requires you to shift your focus from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, and from doubt to certainty. By assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled and embodying that state in your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you create the conditions for your desires to manifest effortlessly. This process is not about forcing or controlling outcomes, but about trusting in the power of your imagination and the natural flow of life. As you cultivate the practice of living in the end, you will discover that your outer world begins to mirror your inner state of being. You will attract the people, opportunities, and circumstances that align with your desires, and your life will unfold in ways that exceed your expectations. Remember, the key to living in the end is to maintain an unwavering belief in the reality of your desire, even when the physical world suggests otherwise. Stay patient, stay focused, and stay connected to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. In doing so, you will unlock the infinite potential within you and realize that everything you seek is already yours.